Hello and welcome to the beautiful game. My name is Mike Mexicano, and of course Hafiz Ugubanjo is here with me. Welcome, Hafiz.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to take a look at the South Africa versus Nigeria match here for AFCON qualifying for World Cup 2026. It just ended 1-1. It was played in Bloemfontein. I don't know why they took Jollof Boys on
the Free States
to the Robbie Field to play. That was intentional, but the match ended 1-1. Yeah, very, very fast. There's no need. Let's just go over what happened in the match. Of course, there was an own goal by William Troost-Ekong, and then of course injury. Injury to Osai Samuel, and then that equalizer by Calvin Bassey, which if VAR was available, and I don't know why by this time African Stadium should not ensure that that VAR is part of it. I mean, because it's not like South Africa cannot do VAR. I mean, we have it in the South African League,
of course,
understand? But it's just that because of it cannot be universal. Everybody doesn't have it,
yes,
and that's why
so you can't use it. So it couldn't be like a disadvantage
exactly to some other people. And so that got that goal, of course, with that cross, the 1-1 and all of that. But let's take a look at the stats for this particular match. 59% possession by South Africa, 41 Nigeria, total shots 8-4. South Africa dominated the match.
Absolutely,
we're a better team than the Super Eagles.
Of course, it was a shocking performance. I mean,
was it shocking? Yeah, I think we expected. I didn't expect the Eagles to do anything better than what they did. But, and I would want to, maybe because of what Eric Shell did with the lineup. I think that's what we should also. For me, that was where my expectations started getting cut short. I wasn't expecting so much. Yeah, we have Ola Aina, Frederick Godwin, William Troost-Ekong, Bassey. Why did William Troost-Ekong start?
Absolutely. I mean, from the game against Rwanda, people were expecting him. That was like not an high tempo game like that, because we were expecting a game of higher tempo against South Africa, and age is telling on him is not that fast. I mean, Calvin Bassey should have been the one. It was a fantastic pairing between Benjamin Fredericks and Calvin Bassey. Seeing Calvin Bassey on the left already spelled doom, and he struggled against the pacey South African winger, Nkota, who didn't dirty, and the goal actually came from there. The one time he let him sleep, the cross came in, and the calamity in our defense.
What was the thinking behind using Calvin Bassey? I don't know if I've ever seen Calvin Bassey play left wing back or left full back.
He just played on the left side of the defense, of the three-man defense at the AFCON under Jose Peseiro. So that left back, it has never been tried at Fulham, and now in Nigeria in a high-tempo game. A game where we needed 3 points. I mean, he saw it. He saw what Nigerians saw and rightly hooked off after.
All right, but then look at the performance in the midfield. Wilfred Ndidi, Moses Simon. Who impressed you? Desas. Why did he start?
I mean, you should have just given Tolu Arokodare that confidence from the jump. This was a game. Look at this. Like Foster is scored in the game against Lesotho. Nkota scored against Lesotho. He improved their confidence. Actually, he should have paired Foster with Ikram Reynolds, but he went with Foster himself. Our boy Mokoena, this is a popular name in Nigeria.
This is the man that we're going to be talking about. So our South African brothers here, Mokoena, this is the man. We know that name more than
South African
some of our players.
Yes,
Mokoena,
absolutely,
because we know that he should not have played against us, but we'll get to that in a bit here. But it was a good performance from him and from the South African team.
And we actually won the midfield in the first half, but we couldn't kick on in the second half. Iwobi did well, but our wingers, the same mistake from the game against Rwanda. Ademola Lookman and Moses Simon being together on one wing, and it took Osai Samuel's brilliance, to pick out Calvin Bassey for the equalizer, and that was just about it.
All right, okay. So let's leave this now, and then let's take a look at what the table would say. Let's take a look at what the table would say, right? Let's head over now. Let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at what the table will say, right? And we are, of course, in Group C. Let's take a look at what the table will say now. This is what it is now. As at the time of this match, Benin's match was delayed due to light issues. So they're not playing. But South Africa are, of course, on top. And this is what is happening now at the particular moment. South Africa are on top with, let's look at the number of points. South Africa are on top with 17 points. Right? South Africa are on top with 17 points. Nigeria, of course, with 11 points. Benin with 11 points in third place.
Rwanda, they got a win against Zimbabwe. They're also on 11 points.
Rwanda, Lesotho, and Zimbabwe. Now, the issue was that Nigeria had to beat South Africa to stand a chance to even qualify. But let's say they are on 17 points now. Nigeria has gotten into that rank, that list there of second place teams. Okay? That list of second place teams. Let me just get to it right now. which we have a little bit much lower here.
Yes.
The second place teams, right?
Yes.
Let's take a look at those teams. This is it. Yes. Now this is the ranking of second place teams. Nigeria is 8th place, right? There's supposed to be 9 second place teams. Nigeria is 8th place.
Yes,
right?
ahead of Tanzania.
Ahead of Tanzania.
Yeah.
Now we have the first second place team, Gabon, with 18 points.
Yes.
Madagascar is right here with 16 points.
Yes.
DR Congo 16 points. Burkina Faso 16 points. They've all played 8 matches. Gabon has played 7 matches.
And they still have a game in hand against Ivory Coast, which is actually
so they could go up.
place.
So my point is this: Nigeria has to win with 11, even if we win both matches. Winning both matches will take us to 17 points. That means that a win from any of these teams, just one win,
and that's
over.
That'll be all.
That's over. That's what it means. We have to win both of them and expect that none of them win in 2 matches. Which is highly unlikely.
Which might actually, Gabon might actually knock it off, if they get a win or even a draw in their game against Ivory Coast.
And now if they, Ivory Coast is what, 19 points or so.
Yes.
So think about it. That means it's the
Ivory Coast is not coming down.
Forget this permutation and all this. It's not working. The major issue now that people are talking about is South Africa being deducted. Right now, let's take a look at it. Now, in my last video, I spoke about some things about the deduction, that it would not happen. It could happen. It could happen for a number of reasons. But let's take a look. Just before we get to those particular reasons, let's take a look at this. Now, if it does happen,
yes.
So let's head back to Group C now. If it does happen that South Africa are deducted, right?
Yes.
Let's head back to Group C. If it does happen that South Africa are deducted points, right? What happens is that South Africa will be 14 points.
14 points, absolutely.
Right? Yes. But it seems that it's like they're waiting for a completion of the qualifying
before they take this step. Yes. They want to know how close the others are to South Africa.